one of the things you mentioned was that she came on the morning show, of course, Ricky Smiley's morning show, and, you know, she took over Ebony Steele's spot. And from what I saw on Instagram, she, Claudia Jordan, that is, posted a picture of her and Ebony together and said in so many words that they're going to be working together on some project. Are you going to listen in or tune into that?
I'm really disappointed in Ebony for, well, you know, I'm not going to say that because Ebony is one of, like, the most classiest, gracious, tactful women I know. So I just can't see her doing, for example, what Claudia did, going on Breakfast Club and talking bad about her former employer. If she's linking up with Claudia to do something, I think it could be great because, you know, they're both pretty witty and they could possibly do something great. But if they're going to do something where it's like bashing Ricky or starting mess, I'm not here for it.
Right, absolutely. I would love to see them come together and do something more on the positive side as well. Now, besides the people that you don't particularly care for, like Claudia, for example, you do have some favorites. And we happen to share one of those favorites, our beloved Portia Almighty Williams. Can you please let the listeners know what it is that you love about Portia? Because I can't even begin to speak about what I love about her. I could just take eternity to speak about her. What is it about Portia that draws you in?
I don't think our finite minds can grasp the beauty that is Portia Williams. Portia is everything to me. When I look at Portia, I mean, some people are able to find a flaw. I can't find one. Her flaws are perfect to me, and I just love Portia. Even the ditziness, I love it. Okay, everything about Portia, she embodies it, and what I want to see on TV, I want to see that superficialness. I'm sorry, I just do, and I love Portia. I'm proud of her. She has done a tremendous job on Destination, which I also was skeptical about anybody replacing Ebony. And I'm very proud of Portia. I'm very proud of her. Every time I see her out in an event, she's so exclusive in VIP, like untouchable. I don't even care. She's amazing.
Wow, you know, it's really nice to hear an attractive woman give another attractive woman so much credit and so much props, you know, because a lot of women, I guess, have issues with, you know, the girl being pretty and this, that, and the third, a lot of insecurities and things like that. And I really appreciate hearing, you know, women positively critique and give credit to other women. And, you know, like, a lot of the things that you just said are things that I've said about her. Like, I mean, you know, I'm all about Portia. I just think that she's amazing. And people have gotten on me in the comment sections about my love for Portia. Now, has anybody ever told you that maybe you like Portia a little too much?
I'm not about Portia, but especially about NeNe. Oh, they don't like that because I love NeNe just as much. Not with the lesbian overtone of the sexuality aspect of it, but I love NeNe just as much. She's like Queen Bee to me. So I get a lot of backlash for liking NeNe as much as I do because NeNe has a lot of haters. A lot of people don't like NeNe, but she has 7 seasons worth of, you know, reasons why people don't like her. But Portia, no, I don't get that much, you know, backlash for loving her because a lot of things that they can say, but they can't say she's ugly.
Oh, absolutely not. Like I always tell people, I'm like, look, she's the prettiest girl in the whole universe, and, you know, the haters can just hush, just staple your lips. You know, you can't tell me anything different. But now, speaking of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, Sheree Whitfield and Marlo Hampton are supposed to be coming back on season 8. What do you think about their return, and what do you think about NeNe Leakes leaving the show?
Okay, Sheree and Marlo, I don't have no beef with them. I'm really sad that NeNe's leaving, but to be honest, they could have brought, you know, Bert and Ernie and Cookie Monster and Big Bird on, and I would be glad that it's not Claudia Jordan.
What do you think about there being so many Atlanta-based reality TV shows? Do you think that they make Atlanta look bad, or do you think they accurately depict Atlanta, life in Atlanta, rather?
It shows a specific side of Atlanta because there's so many different aspects of this metropolitan area. It's a great place to be, but you really have to be here to like experience everything to know, okay, it's more than what is portrayed. But yeah, they show the real gritty side of Atlanta, but there's so much more to it. I don't look down on Atlanta. To be honest, it's one of the reasons that made me want to come here because I said, okay, if there's so many producers or networks that are willing to put their money in this city, it must be something about this city that is special.
Absolutely. Absolutely. There's, you know, like we were talking about earlier about it being like Black Hollywood, it's really interesting how it seems like everybody's gravitating towards Atlanta. Like with you being from the West Coast and everything, people from the East Coast are coming down south to Atlanta. It's like a mecca there for like black businesses. It's just really amazing. Now, I wanted to keep you on the line just like a few more minutes if you had the time, but because I had a couple more questions. But what I wanted to ask you was this: do you have any projects that you would like to promote? Any up and coming music, videos on YouTube, etc., that you would like to let everybody know about?
Well, I definitely am excited about my new project, my mixtape, Return of Super Mario Brothers. I think I've been working on this mixtape for about 2 years. I wanted it to have a 90s influence. And, you know, I was a little bit hurt when Tiffany Fox said that she was looking for a 90s beat because I thought I was going to kill the 90s thing, but hey, to each his own. I'm trying to embody that era because I was a kid during that time, and I just got to watch my mom enjoy the whole 90s as a, you know, 20-year-old, and I was really envious, to be honest. She had such a great time, and I got to watch her be a part of, like, the hip-hop movement. She was with groups like RBL Posse in the Bay. I don't know if you're familiar, and I kind of want to bring back some of her, like I said, I want to live out her legacy, and I want to kind of bring back that 90s style of rap, and not just with the beats, just with the whole style.
Right, absolutely. Yeah, I noticed a resurface of the 90s type of sounds coming back, and I actually was talking about that on YouTube recently. And, you know, like a lot of TV shows that were on back then are coming back, movies, like it seems like we're back in the 90s again, you know, even with the fashion and everything. And what is the name of your mixtape?
It's Return of Super Mario Brothers. My heart goes out to Super Mario Brothers. It was ironic that I got the nickname Yoshi because I was infatuated with the game as a kid. And so with it, Super Mario Brothers originating in 1990, me being born in 1990, it's kind of like a special thing to me. So I wanted to kind of do my first video, which I'm planning, make it like video game theme. Kind of, I found like this really dope editor, and he's going to make it like I'm going through different levels in the video game. So I'm excited about it.
How can people contact you if they want to work with you or listen to your music or watch your videos? What are your social media handles on YouTube, Twitter, and whatnot?
Well, if you want to work with me, I might as well give you my email first because if you watch my videos, you may change your mind. That's Yoshi Swaggin without the G at gmail.com. But if you're intrigued about my blogs and my vlogs, you can find me at youtube.com/Yoshi Swaggin without the G. And I'm trying to promote everybody to go to my Instagram and Twitter. That's _YoshiG. I know I have another one, but I'm soon to delete that one. I talk a lot of mess on it.
Okay. And for anybody that missed that, if you just come back to the show, if you just type in Yoshi Interview with m.e.e.t magazine, you'll be able to find the information right there. It'll be up on YouTube as well as on Blog Talk Radio, so it'll be easy to find. And now what I wanted to ask you, though, because we have just a couple more minutes I want to hold you, there's a new reality TV show called It Takes a Sister, starring Hoops from Flavor of Love. Have you ever watched that show?
I heard about it because I'm in a Facebook group that discusses all reality TV. but I haven't watched it. But I'm hurt to hear that she broke up with Shaq, because I guess I'm late. I've been under a rock. I didn't know they broke up. I thought that was true love right there. So I'm curious, but I don't know about them Flavor of Love girls. I mean, she sure stretched her 15 minutes out, so I don't got no problem with hoops. I like to shout out to Ghetto Stories. That was like the best movie she's ever been in.
Well, I can tell you from like watching the past, I guess it was three episodes, I guess it aired. That show is my new favorite reality TV show, and I've watched so many hours of reality TV, and I went through with withdrawal basically when Blood, Sweat, and Heels Season 2 went off air, because Blood, Sweat, and Heels is like my favorite reality TV show cast. In this particular show, It Takes a Sisters really filling the void, so I'd highly recommend that one. Now, there was a really controversial conversation that went on Basketball Wives LA Season 4 last episode. The ladies played a game where they could send a castmate to heaven or hell. Now, if you could send any reality TV star to heaven and one to hell, who would it be and why?
Interesting. Well, reality star, I'm definitely going to send Nene to heaven. And who would I send to hell? I don't want to send nobody to hell. I probably would. Oh, you already know who I'm going to say. That's I feel like I'm back into a corner. You know what? I'm not gonna send. I'm gonna send Shelly the cat to hell.
Oh wow. Okay. Now, if any female reality TV star could make you go lesbian, who would it be?
Portia already did it. It's between Portia and Evelyn Lozada.
Yeah, Evelyn is fine, and her daughter, Shanice.
Yeah, her daughter's coming up. I'm like, hello, ma'am.
Right? Yeah, she just signed with Wilhelmina. She's basically a supermodel now, so that's really interesting. Now, with all of that said, I just have one more question before I let you go. Now, this is a doozy. Now, you've heard of the game called F, Marry, Kill, right?
Right.
Where a person names three people, you have to have sex with one, marry one, and kill the other. Okay, I just wanted to play that game with some reality TV stars. F, Marry, Kill. Peter Thomas, Peter Guns, Cordell Stewart.
Okay. I'm going to kill Peter Thomas. I'm going to marry Peter Gunn, and I'm going to, who was the other person? They're going to get smashed, whoever it is.
Cordell Stewart, Portia's ex.
Yeah, I'm going to smash him. I'm going to bring him back over to the winning side.
Okay, and I just have one more. Now, F, Marry, Kill. Our girl Portia, Jocelyn Hernandez, and Crusty Lip Duchess.
Who? Okay, I didn't hear the K part.
Okay, Portia Williams, Jocelyn Hernandez, and Duchess from Black Ink Crew.
Okay, so I'm not going to kill Duchess, but I'm going to tase her. I'm going to marry Portia, and then I'm going to smash Jocelyn a couple times.
Wow. So I guess you kind of have a little thing for Jocelyn, too. Is that correct?